Slime Media Sports / Hip Hop, which one only Mr. Slime Media right here, where I review nothing but rap music, sports, anything big top in sports, anything big in rap music. So, and anything else other, big and with rappers or anything like that. But right here, I'm gonna talk about my review on Game's new album, DRILLMATIC, Heart and Mind. And before I get started, this album was a pretty good album. Kind of surprised me to actually see how good it was. A very long album, like 31 songs on it, so it's very long. But very, like I said, very good album. It's not the best, I should say, but definitely a good album. Definitely a couple of songs I go back and listen to a lot. So definitely a good album. I like to say pretty much on this, like I'm a big G-Unit fan. That's why I definitely, of course, listen to this to Game album. Like I say, you see me, I do reviews on Lloyd Banks and did a review on Young Buck's mixtape that he came out with last year. So of course I had to do a review on Game, because G-Unit is my favorite rap group of all time. So I'm always gonna do reviews and stuff. Anything has something to do with June or anything like that. So I'm definitely, like I said, had to review on Game's album, and this album not disappointing. I put it on the tier with probably Lloyd Banks sound, probably a little bit better than Lloyd Banks sound, but it's up there with Banks sound. Definitely a good album. Not the best I've heard so far this year, but definitely I would say in my top five. Definitely the way like the beats, how Game sets up his flow, the music, the songs of it. A lot of features don't go well together. It has everybody on the album, but a lot of times the features don't go well. Kind of like what DJ Khaled when he does with his albums. He always has, a lot of features on his album, but sometimes they don't go well and go good together. So this album kind of like the same kind of way. Had his features that did stand out for me, was good, but not all features were good. And if you understand what I'm saying. So everybody was on the album, but a lot of features didn't do it for me. But like I said, the album is better. Like half of the songs are better than half of the songs are not. Not too many skips on the album. There are 3 or 4 skips on the album for sure, but not a lot. So like I said, this album was entertaining. I loved it. It's so many songs I like on the album. It's 15 songs I did like on the album, so I'm just gonna say the ones that really probably stand out with the verses why I like them so much. So I'm gonna say, these are all the songs like kind of Stupid featuring Big Sean, Killers featuring Cameron, like Save the Best for Last, Rick Ross, definitely love it. Money Cash Clothes, pretty much a remix of the Jay-Z DMX and Myth Bleak and Benny Single song. And this time it's with Game and the ASAP Rocky. He actually redoes 2 of Jay-Z's songs on here, but the one he does with ASAP Rocky definitely is a good record. Stands out. 38 Special, definitely good. I think that's the one with him and Blueface. That's a good one right there. Love that one. Heart and Mind, that song there. That's when Game just straight rapping. Definitely good. Home Invasion, another good song. He's straight rapping on it. Game was showing his lyrical ability and flow. That's a good song on the album. Then Started from Scratch. That's another good song on the album. Definitely like love that song from start to finish. That's him by himself just rapping, killing it. Then Chrome Slugs and Harmony, pretty much a remake of Bone Thugs and Harmony song. Thug is Bone, pretty much. And that's with the Lil Wayne and G Herbo. Lil Wayne actually, oddly enough, does not have the best verse on this song. Even though Wayne kills it on features, this one he doesn't really kill on feature. G Herbo actually goes in. Chicago's own G Herbo goes in on this feature. So definitely George G Herbo's verse on it. How Far I Came with him and Roddy Ricch. Definitely my favorite song on the album, How Far I Came. That's like one of my anthems right now for the summer, for the tail end of the summer. How Far I Came. Roddy with him and Roddy Ricch. That kills it. Roddy Ricch kills that hook on that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Kanye West song they had together with him and Roddy Ricch. I forgot the name off the top of my head, but kind of reminds me of that song a little bit. But the feature fits in right. Definitely good for that one. Then another song, I was featuring him and M.A. Youngboy. Of course, everybody knows the news. M.A. Youngboy was removed from the original verse on Apple Music you can buy because M.A. Youngboy feature cost too much and everything like that. But it's a good song. The one with the song I heard, of course, I heard the one with him and M.A. Youngboy on it. That's a good song. M.A. Youngboy kind of reminds you of a younger version of the game a little bit. M.A. Youngboy has the flow of a young version of the game, a young version of Boosie a little bit. So it's definitely a good song. Outside with him and YG, every time they link up is always a good song, him and YG. YG is one of them artists I like, not only because he's a Pisces like me as well. I like YG's flow and everything, how he does on his records and everything. So definitely love that outside with him and YG. Don't Man Fall. Pusha T comes in there. Probably one of the hardest verses I heard on any album this year. Like I always said, Pusha T definitely is my favorite album so far this year. But his verse, he probably spit one of the best feature verse I heard so far on any song this year. Him and 2 Chainz both go in. 2 Chainz doesn't disappoint it. 2 Chainz and Pusha T both stand out. 2 guys from the South standing out on this album with Game Dramatic. They had 2 of the best verses I heard so far anybody feature on anybody's album. I had to go back and listen to both of them, but both of them killed it on this song. It's called No Man Falls, boy. And Pusha T starts off with the intro and kills it, and 2 Chainz kills it at the end, like he always does. People just don't discredit too much about 2 Chainz about his lyrical ability, but the man can rap. Sometimes he gets on song and spit. Kind of remind me on Lamborghini Mercy. Kind of reminds me on that song Mercy when 2 Chainz killed it at the end on Mercy and all that. It's just not his flow is so lyrical when he just kills like he's supposed to at the end. And he killed that at the end with this song, No Man Falls. He kills that. Then of course Twisted, another song I like. That's a good song with the game. Twisted. World Tours the game had. That's the song I think Twisted's the one of course he's supposed to have Nipsey Hussle on it, but Nipsey Hussle brother took off the verse, so they get a full entry of that. Then the game World Tours, that's another good song. I like that. Very entertaining song. Then Burno featuring him in 504. That's another good song I like on the album as well. So yeah, the game pretty much like yeah. This I'm trying to make sure I said it right on the feature with him and Blueface. Yeah, that's 38 Special. Twisted is another good song by him. That's a song actually that's good as by himself. But 38 Special is with him alone and all that. I think okay, let me see. Snap. World Tours, yes. World Tour is the one with him and Nipsey. Nipsey, of course, verse has been taken off of it, so I didn't get to hear Nipsey verse on it. But it actually has an old school flow to it, old school beat to it, which I'm a sucker for that. Y'all hear me talk about this all the time on Slide Media Sports. Like I'm a sucker for that old school rap music, for the old school flow. So that's why I love World Tour so much, because it had that old school flow with it and everything like that. So, but 38 Special, another good song. Blueface verse is not really all that on there, but 38 Special, I guess I like it so much because Game, he raps over it and the beat over it is so crazy in this thing. So the production from Hit Boy, Timbaland, Sweet Beats, and a couple others make this album definitely good what it is. But Game showing he has the versatility, switch up flows, how he raps on songs, pretty much as a rap for no song for every vibe, every way you feeling, everything like that, and all that. So even though I talked about the other remake he did was Change the Game with Jay-Z and the Memphis Bleak song, he has with him and Ty Dolla song. Actually a pretty okay song, just didn't make the cut for my favorite. But it was a pretty okay song, Change the Game and all that. Then the game had another song with Moneybagg Yo and Meek Mill and Bliss. Well, I thought this gonna be my favorite song right here. This gonna kill. It's gonna be better than Push 10 2 Chainz song. Two of my favorite rappers, Meek Mill and Moneybagg Yo on the same song, but it kind of disappointed. Didn't do well for me and all. The same thing with the other song with Kanye West, The Game, and Dreezy and all that. the song with Game, the song with Game and Kanye West, Easy is good, but the follow up with that with Dreezy and all that, nah, man, it didn't do it for me and all that. Dreezy killed it and did her thing on it, but the game, nah, like the game pretty much. And Kanye, like, nah, not really didn't do it for me like that. That's one of the few disappointing. That's a couple of disappointed songs I didn't like. The one when Meet Me and Moneybagg Yo and Dreezy and Kanye. Those are the main two that didn't like follow up for me that I thought was gonna be good, but weren't good like that much for me and all that. Along with a few other songs, but on the main two I thought was gonna be good, but wasn't. But overall, this is a very, very good album. I suggest if you're a fan of games music, definitely listen to it. And if you're a fan of rap music, definitely check it out and listen to it. I enjoyed it. I entertained by it. There's a couple songs, like I said, I'm still going back to and listen to it all. Like I said, I probably put this in my top 3 favorite albums so far. Like I said, number 1 is Pusha T's album. Second is Raw Wave. Then 3, I'm gonna put Gangsta Art with Yo Gotti and CMG. Then 4, it's a toss up. Sometimes I say CMG album, sometimes I say this new album DRILLMATIC the Game. It depends. I might say Game probably at number 3 and Gangstar probably at number 4. Yeah, Game's album number 3. Gangstar at 4, and then 5 is definitely Kendrick Lamar's album at 5, and NBA YoungBoy comes in album coming at 6. Lloyd Banks at 7. Like I said, I haven't done a review on Mozzie albums yet. Maybe Mozzie album might change my number. Like I said, the year is far from over, so it's a lot of more rap albums able to come. You know, Lil Baby dropping, he's coming with music. A couple other artists are coming out with music as well. So I'm just going for the artists I've listened to. Everybody's rap album I listen to. You know, those my like I said, my top three right now are Pusha T's album, Rod Wave's album, and the games right here, this Drillmatic album and all that. And like I said, everybody else, you know, it's kind of like a toss up. Young Boy, Kendrick Lamar's album is probably and Lloyd Banks' album. They're all a toss up for me. So I think it's like I said, it's give or take. But like I said, I enjoyed this album and the game dramatic. That's why I said I get this album a 7 out of 10. I was gonna say 6 out of 10 or 6.5 out of 10, but just cause of like the features and the verses alone on here, some people really are snapping on these verses right here. Cause like I said, you want a song with Game is definitely a lyrical rap. You don't, regardless of what people say about him and the dish record. I don't really even like the Eminem dish and all the Black Slim Shady record like that. Very, very long, but I didn't care for it like that or anything like that. But some people did, but I just didn't really like it like that, especially since I'm a big fan of that whole Aftermath Virginia crew. I would love for them just all to get together and be on a song together. I would love that. That's my thing that Cameron was talking about on Drinks Chance. So some people don't like listening to certain kind of records and all and everything like that because people, had to choose sides and all and everything like that. Like the Welcome New York City record, people were scared to listen to that and play that record and all that everything like that because of the situation between him and Jay and all that. So, of course, they're on good terms now, but he said he had to deal with that. So that's how I feel that. My dream collaboration performance, I would love to see 15 Game perform, do like a versus together and all that and everything like that. And like I said, versus, but like pretty much like collaboration together. They were on a versus battle going against anybody. I would love to see them do This Is How We Do, West Side Story, and my all-time favorite rap song, Hate or Love It. Like that remix that had all five of them. I think that's the only record with all five of G-Unit members on the song. Like that's, what I'm saying? Like I would love to see them perform all that together, but and everything. But give or take with that, never say never, but I don't like that would happen anytime soon, especially after this to this album. But like I said, G-Unit is my favorite rap group of all time. That's why they had list to this game's album. And like I said, the game, like I said, he killed it on his album. Like I said, he's definitely one of the top lyricists. People underrate him, but to me, he's definitely in my top 12 of favorite lyrical rappers. And he kills it, and along with the features, they kill as well. That's why I said get his album a 7 out of 10. Probably one of my top 3 favorite albums I listened so far this year. So, like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe button. This is Sly Media Sports / hip hop. Like I said, my next video come, I'm probably going to review about Deshaun Watson getting suspended, what I think about that. Him getting suspended 11 games for the season and all that. And of course, I keep on talking about definitely for the comments because people want me to do a review on Mozzie. So I will be doing a review on Mozzie as well. So y'all stay tuned for them 2 videos coming up. This is Sly Media Sports / hip hop, which one of them is Sly Media, right? Y'all have a good night and a good morning because I know it's late. And be safe wherever you're at. Sly Media.